Congratulations! You did it! You showed incredible discipline, skipped the expensive daily coffee, put in those brutal hours of overtime, and now, there it is. A solid $10,000 sitting right inside your bank account. You feel safe. You feel proud. You feel like the absolute king of the world. But right at this exact second, while you are listening to these words, something terrifying is happening behind the scenes. You are losing that money. Step by step, hour by hour, it is slipping through your fingers. Most of us learned a very simple rule from our parents when we were growing up. Save your money, put it in a secure bank account, and you will be safe for the future. It sounds completely logical, doesn't it? But in today's financial reality, this well-meaning advice is actually the most dangerous trap you can fall into. It is the single most guaranteed way to slowly and quietly destroy your hard-earned wealth. There is an invisible thief breaking into your vault every single night. He doesn't steal your physical paper bills, but he steals what those bills can actually buy for you. In this video, we are going to look behind the curtain of the global monetary system. We will uncover exactly why the game is rigged against savers and how you can level up your personal finances to protect yourself before it is too late. To truly understand why saving money is making you poor, we have to conduct a quick mental experiment. Let's wind back the clock just a few years. Imagine you take a fresh, crisp $50 bill and hide it safely underneath your mattress. Back then, you could take that $50 bill, walk into a local grocery store, and fill an entire shopping cart to the brim with food, drinks, and supplies. That piece of paper was a solid promise. It was a token of exchange for a specific, large amount of real-world goods. Now, let's fast forward to the year 2026. You reach underneath your mattress and pull out that exact same $50 bill. The bill looks completely identical to how it did years ago. The green color hasn't faded, the texture is the same, and the number 50 is still proudly printed right on the front. You walk back into the exact same grocery store with the exact same bill. But when you reach the checkout counter, you experience a massive shock. Your shopping cart is not even half full, yet your $50 are completely gone. What on earth happened here? Did somebody secretly crawl under your bed and clip the edges of your money? No. This phenomenon is called inflation. Your money did not lose its numerical value, but it brutally lost its purchasing power. Inflation is like a constant, unstoppable melting process. Leaving your money on a standard checking account or burying it in a box is exactly like trying to store a scoop of vanilla ice cream out in the blazing summer sun just so you can save it for later. Every single year, a massive chunk of it melts away into nothingness. Even at what the media calls a low or normal inflation rate of just 3%, your money will lose half of its entire purchasing power in roughly 24 years. This means that out of your hard-earned $10,000, the screen on your banking app will still display the number 10,000, but you will only be able to buy $5,000 worth of real things with it. You are running a race where the finish line is constantly moving backward. Now, you might be asking yourself a very logical question. Why is nobody stopping this? Why do the central banks of the world keep printing billions of new dollars out of thin air if it actively ruins the value of our currency? The answer to this will probably shock you. It is because the system is designed to work exactly this way. A constant, controlled inflation is the fuel that keeps our modern economy running. If money lost its value, or rather if money gained value over time, the entire economic engine would freeze. Think about it. If your dollars became more valuable every month, you would never buy a car, you would never build a house, and you would never start a business. You would just hoard your cash and wait forever because everything would be cheaper next year. To force people to spend and invest, the system forces money to decay. But there is an even bigger reason, and it is a massive advantage for the people who actually write the rules of the game. Governments, central banks, and mega corporations around the world are drowning in historical amounts of debt. When a currency loses its value through inflation, something magical happens for the debtor. Their debts magically shrink in value too. For the global elite, Inflation is an absolute blessing. But for the average, hard-working person who exchanges their valuable lifetime and physical energy one-to-one for paper money, inflation is nothing less than an invisible, unvoted tax. It is a tax you pay every single day without ever receiving an official invoice in your mailbox. The system is literally punishing you for being a loyal, hard-working saver. To finally break out of this trap, we have to understand the deepest secret of the wealthy. Paper money is not actual wealth. It is nothing but a temporary illusion of wealth. If you look back at human history, money used to be strictly tied to real, tangible, scarce things. Human societies used to pay with gold, silver, or even rare seashells. Why? Because you cannot duplicate a gold coin by simply pressing a button on a banking computer. You cannot print a silver bar out of nothing. You have to sweat, dig into the earth, and put in real labor to mine it. Gold has a natural, limited supply, which gives it an intrinsic, undeniable value. However, decades ago, the link between paper money and physical gold was completely severed. Since then, we have been living in a global system of fiat money. Fiat is a Latin word that translates to "let it be done." In simple terms, it means money is created out of absolute nothingness today whenever a commercial bank grants a loan or a government approves a new budget. When the supply of money can be expanded to infinity by politicians and bankers, but the number of real things on this planet, like actual houses, raw commodities, and profitable companies, remains strictly limited, the scale tips completely. Prices are not actually going up because things are getting better. Prices are going up because the paper money you use to buy them is becoming worthless paper. So, does this mean you should run to your bank right now, withdraw every single cent, and recklessly blow it all by tonight? Of course not. Everybody needs a financial cushion. You always need an emergency fund sitting on the side to cover unexpected medical bills, car repairs, or sudden life changes. But every single dollar that goes beyond that basic safety net cannot be left to rot in a traditional savings account. The truly wealthy people of this world do not save cash. They invest it. They exchange the melting ice cream of paper money as fast as humanly possible for real, productive, scarce assets. They buy things that cannot be multiplied by a central bank at the click of a button. These assets include shares of the most profitable, innovative companies on Earth through stocks and index funds, physical real estate, or timeless, crisis-proof precious metals. When inflation causes the prices of everyday goods to skyrocket, the values of these companies, products, and properties skyrocket right along with them. By owning these assets, you suddenly position yourself on the winning side of the economic system, instead of being crushed underneath it. The very first step to your personal financial level up is a total shift in your mindset. Stop looking at paper cash as the ultimate end goal. Start looking at cash as a raw tool that needs to be deployed into the battlefield of the market to work tirelessly for you while you are fast asleep. Stop being a blind saver. Start becoming a calculated investor. If you want to become a little bit smarter every single day and push your personal finances to the absolute next level, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a step on your journey. Leave a comment below sharing how you are currently protecting your hard-earned wealth from the inflation trap, and we will see you in the very next video. Stay focused, stay hungry, and keep leveling up.